Hello friends, basically this is the third lecture on MCQs. In the first lecture we have discussed chapter 1 MCQ. In second lecture we have discussed 1 and 2 combined MCQs, and in this lecture more MCQs. Basically in this lecture we have to discuss 15 MCQ of chapter 2. Before watching this lecture you have to watch my lecture of chapter 2 and revise my notes. Before watching video and notes, this lecture is of no use because all the theory is written in notes and discussed in video. So let's start the today's lecture. Here I am Kirandeep Garg from UGM Shiksha Kendra. If you like our videos, then subscribe our channel and share with your friends or like the video. Handwritten notes chapter wise available. For notes you can mail on our mail ID, and for all lecture updates and notes you can join our telegram group JABB UGM. So let's start the today's lecture. Question number 41. Which of the following does not match? Here we have 4 options. First option is a person cannot hold the shares of a banking company as per limit under Reserve Bank of India Act, and this is false. Basically this statement says that any person cannot hold the shares of a banking company. This is wrong. A person can hold the shares of a banking company with respect to the limit under the RBI Act. So here this cannot hold and false. This is wrong statement. A banking company can hold the shares of another banking company. Yes, this is true statement. Banking companies can give brokerage as a percentage of paid up capital. This is true. Yes, banking companies can give a brokerage. How much brokerage? As we have discussed in the last lecture also, 2.5%. Basically brokerage share of the paid up capital. So banking companies can pay 2.5% per share to the broker of the paid up capital. Fourth is basically the question which is of the following does not match. All the first 3 statements match, so our answer is D, but we have to discuss the option D. There is no appeal against RBI decision on cancellation of license. False. A banking company can appeal to the central government of India within 30 days. So this is false. So our answer is option D. 42 number question. Majority of the directors, that is what percent of the directors should have the qualification prescribed under section 10A(2) of the Banking Regulation Act. As per section 10A(2) of the BR Act, at least 51% of the directors should have the qualification prescribed under section 10A of the Act. So our option is option number C. Here one more point which we have discussed in our lecture also, that is at least 2 directors have special knowledge of rural economy and agriculture. So let's move to the question number 43rd. If a board of a bank is to be reconstituted under section 10A of the Banking Regulation Act for the purpose of reconstitution, when RBI reconstitutes a board of directors of a bank, the directors are removed. All the directors are moved in a single instance. So by lots mean all the directors are removed in a single instance. Yes, this is the answer. Majority decision no, by rotation not, as per order there is no. So answer is, in a single instance all the directors are removed by the RBI when they want to reconstitute the board of a bank. So let's move to the question number 44. If the chairman of a bank is to be removed from the office, then RBI has to give compensation to him? No, there is no compensation. RBI has to give opportunity to him of being heard? Yes. If the chairman of banking company is removed from the office, then he is given opportunity by the RBI, or he can go to the central government within 30 days that he has facing problem from the RBI side, that he does not do anything wrong, why he has been removed from his office. So answer is option B. Third, RBI has taken the board of the bank in? No, there is not. RBI has to give opportunity to continue as director? No. When RBI decided to remove, then there is no further decision anyone can take. Only the director or chairman can move to the Government of India for their appeal within 30 days as the order given by the RBI, after the order given by the RBI. So question number 45. If RBI wants to remove chairman of a bank and gives opportunity to the bank of being heard, RBI can pass the removal order if there is no response. Like RBI is given notice to the bank that he wants to remove the chairman, and it is upon the bank to being heard of that chairman. Basically the chairman give explanation regarding his work, and up to maximum time, at up to what maximum time RBI can pass the removal order if there is no response from the bank? Maximum after 2 months. If there is no response given by the bank regarding the decision, then RBI can remove the direct chairman after 2 months. Under section 36AB of the Banking Regulation Act, RBI can appoint workman director, management. Basically under section 36A, all these points we have discussed in our lecture and in our notes. So under section 36B, RBI can appoint additional director. Basically additional director for public interest or banking policy. For public interest or banking policy, and the period of the director, additional director, is 3 years, and further exceeded by RBI up to 3 years. Initially it has period of 3 years and further extended by RBI up to 3 years. So under section 36AB of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, RBI can appoint additional director. So in order to removal of managerial personnel, the provisions of section 36AA of the banking have, basically the provision of section 36 has overriding effect. These provisions override over all other laws. Basically section 36AA regarding removal. So option is A, overriding effect over all other laws. The fit and proper criteria relating to directors of a bank. Basically the fit and proper criteria relating to the directors of the bank is fixed by RBI, is a Bank of India. not central government, not SEBI, not board of directors. It is fixed by Reserve Bank of India. These questions, basically all these questions are important, and you have, when you are give the exam, basically when you are sit in the examination center, most of the questions you can find basically in our video series. After that, which of the following statement does not match? An ordinary director can hold office maximum for 8 years on a continuous basis. Yes, this is true. An ordinary director, remark these words, ordinary director, not chairman, not whole time director. Basically an ordinary director can hold a maximum for 8 years when on continuous basis. So this is does not match, so answer is A, as here we have given false, but this is true. Second one, a company intending to do banking business required license from SEBI. This is also, when banking company intended to, देखो basically they also need license from SEBI. No, false. So this is basically they need from RBI. So this is the false statement. The post of chairman of a bank can be also part-time. No, this is full-time. This is also false. So our answer is, this is no. The post of that this is mainly a full-time, but also part-time in the case of when the director dies or resigns, then RBI can appoint a part-time chairman. So this is true. So answer is option A. After that, if the chairman of a bank is removed by RBI, he can appeal to, as we have already discussed, that he can appeal to the central government within 30 days. So answer is option C. After that, under section 36M of the Banking Regulation Act, RBI can remove, basically RBI can remove officer or other staff of the banking company. Under this section, section 36M. After that, question number 52. In which of the following circumstances RBI cannot cancel the license of a banking company? Basically, we have given some conditions. We have to find that in which condition RBI cannot cancel the license of a banking company. Option A is the banking company ceases to carry on its business. Ceases basically means stops. If the banking company stops to carry on its business, then RBI can cancel. So this is not the answer. When the banking company is unable to pay its depositor in full, if this condition arises, then RBI can cancel license. Third one is the banking company has changed its registered office from one state to another state. Here there is nothing regarding any fault. If banking company has changed its registered office from one state to another state, there is no any reason like that RBI can cancel. So this is our answer. Answer is option C. In this condition, RBI cannot cancel the license of a banking company. After that, question number 53rd. Which of the following statement is correct regarding dividend payment by the banks? This question we have discussed in chapter 3rd part 1 or chapter 2, not chapter 3, chapter 2 part 1 of legal. There are no restrictions on banks to pay dividend. This is wrong. There are 4 to 5 restrictions on banks to pay dividend, like there is NPA, how much their NPA percentage. There are many other factors also. The dividend cannot be paid without permission of RBI. This is not regarding this. Dividend can be paid only when the capitalized expenses are completely written off. Yes, dividend can be paid only when the capitalized expenses are completely written off. Excluding after the capital expenses, dividend can be paid. Dividend can be paid out of past profits or current profits? No. So answer is option number C. Corporate governance includes promotion of interest of, basically corporate governance involves promotion of interest of shareholders, employees, customers and stakeholders. Answer D. For these types of questions you have to read the notes. All these points are mentioned in the notes, and these types of questions come in the exam also. As we have already discussed, from chapter 2, 4 to 5 questions directly come in the exam. This is the last question of this lecture. Corporate governance is based upon the principle of corporate fairness, corporate transparency, corporate accountability. D, all of the above. So answer is option number D. Corporate governance is basically based on the principle of corporate fairness, transparency, accountability. All these are included. So students, in this lecture we have discussed 15 questions, and in the next lecture we have to discuss 20 questions, and also we have to complete chapter 2, and we have to start chapter 3. Basically 5 questions of chapter 2 and 15 questions of chapter 3 we have discussed in the lecture 4 of MCQs. If you have not watched our previous lectures on MCQ, then first of all watch the lecture videos, and after that read the notes, and in the final watch the video of the MCQ. So thank you.